Welcome. Let us continue solving some more problems on solar radiation fundamentals and angles. This is in our last session we have solved three problems. Now this is fourth. The problem reads like this. Calculate the length and direction of the shadow cast on the ground by 1 meter long vertical stick for the following situation. Location is given, Mumbai, date is given, and time is given. Now this is exactly similar to numerical example number 1, which we have solved previously. I will show this example here. There is a flag post on the ground, and then we have to find out the length of the shadow here. So the sun is here shining and it is casting shadow. We have to find out the zenith angle here in such cases. So if we need to find out the length of the shadow on a horizontal surface or a horizontal, say, ground surface, then we need to first find out the zenith angle and then find out the length of the shadow. So similar approach is here. I will just scroll down to the problem. Yeah. So this is similar to this problem. Now we have to calculate the cos theta first and then calculate the solar azimuth angle using this following expression. Now I have solved all these problems on Excel. I have made some calculations here. We'll see. The longitude is given 72 points. So this is problem number 4. Let us concentrate on this. Okay. So longitude is given, latitude is given, latitude in radians. If we just scroll on, day number 13 February. So 13 February is day number. Then time is given, declination in radian. If you just go on this side, collector tilt is given, surface azimuth, zenith, length of the stick is given. Now here we have calculated zenith angle. Cos of zenith angle, that is cos theta z, is 0.5927. Now here cos 0.5927, so theta angle comes out to be 53.7, and shadow length of the stick is given as 1 meter. Okay, this is a 1 meter long stick. So length of the stick comes out to be length of the stick is 1 meter. So 1 into tan theta z. So the shadow length comes out to be 1.35 meters. Now regarding the location, this is cos gamma s. This is the formula expression for cos gamma s. We again come here to show you. So cos gamma is calculated here 0.57, and then solar azimuth angle in radians, solar azimuth angle 55.9 is obtained. So gamma s is 55 degrees. Now this position of the sun is 55 degree east because the time given is 10 hours. Okay, this is 10 hours. IST 10 hours. So at 10 hours sun position is in east of south. So it is 55 degree east of south. So shadow will be 55 degree west of north. So this is how the solution is obtained. Now let us go to problem number 5. A horizontal stick 1 meter long is fixed at right angles to a vertical south facing wall. So this is a wall given a horizontal stick is fitted on the wall, we have to calculate the length and direction of the shadow cast by the stick on the wall for the following situation. Location is Jodhpur, date is November 5th, time is 9 hours, LAT directly LAT is given here. We need not convert that time into again LAT. So 9 hours LAT is directly given. So the solution, so this is a sketch first. Let us understand the sketch first. So this is a wall, this is a stick, sun is on this side. So solar radiation is falling on a vertical plane. So here the plane is beta is equal to 90 here. So as solar radiation is incident on vertical wall, set beta equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so set beta equal to 90 degree and then evaluate cos theta. Now the front view, this is a side view. Sun is coming here and it is giving theta. This is side view. At the given time, the sun will be on this side, so shadow will be cast on this side. Now again coming back to the Excel sheet, this Jodhpur is the location, standard time, longitude, latitude, all this data is given here. Let us concentrate on this. So if you set 9.37 as IST here, you will get local apparent time 9. Our angle, collector tilt 90, beta equal to 90 degree, it is set here. And then we calculate cos theta z, but we are interested in cos theta. So cos of incident angle is 0.555. So you will get theta to be 56.3 degree. So length of the shadow at 9 hours LAT is 1 into again tan 56 here, you can see. This is the length of the shadow. You can say 1 into tan 56.3. So 1.5 meters at 9 hours LAT. So length of the shadow is at 9 hours LAT is this 1.8 meters. Now as the sun moves from east to west, the trajectory of the shadow remains in this line only. So for locating the direction of the shadow, we need to find out the shortest length of the shadow, So the shortest length of the shadow will be experienced at the solar noon. So the first step is to find out determining the shadow length at 12 hours LAT. So if you find out 12 hours LAT, so how to find out 12 hours LAT? Again coming back here and then in this. So here time is 9.3, so 12.37 if I set here, you will get LAT 12. So at LAT 12, the length of the stick is 1 meter, length of the shadow is 1.08 meter. Okay, so coming back again, so length of the shadow at noon is 1.08 meter. So that is 1.08 meter and this is 1.5 meter. So this angle is the angle between the shadow and this south. Now this is the south direction. Okay, so this direction is the south direction, you can say. Not south direction is in the depth. So if you just find out this angle, you will get the location of the shadow. So location of the angle, location of the shadow can be obtained by LSN by LS cos theta z. So 1.08 by 1.5, 0.72. Theta s is 44 degrees. So this theta s is 44 degrees. Now how we can describe this angle? We cannot describe this angle with respect to south, because south is the depth of this and north is the top perpendicular to the paper. Now east and west can only be identified. So 90 minus 44, that is 46 degrees from west is the shadow location. So we can write it here. Location of the shadow is 90 minus 44, 46 degree on the wall down from the line indicating west. So you can say 46 degrees on the wall down from the line which is showing west. So this is the location, and then length of the shadow is 1.5 meters. So this is one problem. I am just sharing the strategy of the solution and some figures. So detailed solutions can be obtained by writing their own writing on the own Excel sheets. Okay. Now this is problem number 6. A long vertical wall 4.2 meter high is built along the southern boundary of an open ground. So a wall is built on the south side of the ground. So this is a wall. This is sketch of the problem. A solar collector system is installed in the ground north of the wall. So a solar collector system is installed north of the wall. The collectors are tilted at an angle of 25 degrees. The collectors are tilted at an angle of 25. So this is the top view of the collectors. This is the front view of the collector. So collectors are tilted at 25 degrees Celsius. 25 degrees, sorry. And face due south. So they are facing due south. So gamma equal to 0. Calculate the maximum distance that should be left on the ground between the wall and the collectors so that the wall does not shade the collectors from 2 hours before as well as 2 hours after the solar noon during the month of April. So the latitude and longitude of the location are given here. Now the problem is that we have to find out the shortest distance between the wall and the collector so that the wall should not have its shadow on the collectors. So you can see the problem here. Sun will cast the shadow of the wall like this. So again the similar problem, theta z. If you just find out theta z, you will find out the length of the shadow here. But again similar, if theta z corresponding to a time which is before noon, then the length of the shadow will be long. Okay, so but the trajectory of the shadow we can find out as discussed in this problem. The trajectory of the shadow, if you find out, this remains a constant. So this trajectory can only be found out when you find out the length of the shadow at the noon. So similarly, in the morning, 2 hours before the noon and 2 hours after the noon, the shadow will be like this, long shadow from here, or you can say from here. But the length of, suppose this is the trajectory of the locus of the wall of the shadow at the noon, then in that case the shadow will not go beyond this, the perpendicular distance. So shadow will remain like this. Length will be different like this. From if sun is on this side, then length of the shadow will be like this. If sun is on this side, length of the shadow will be like this. So the length will be high, but this distance will remain same. So for finding out this minimum distance between collectors and the wall, we have to find out the length of the shadow at 12 LAT, that is at the noon. So we can find out here, we can determine this. So this location and everything is given here. Day number 90, day number is given here. April. So 1st of April, why we take day number 90 here? Because 1st of April is day number 90, and then if we go on till towards the April end, the day number will go on increasing to 90 plus 30, 120. But corresponding to 130, the length of the shadow will go on increasing. So we will take 1st of April at which the length of the shadow will be least. Cos theta z, it comes out to be 0.91. Zenith angle is 24.3. Altitude and everything is calculated here. So wall height is given as 4.2 meters. Here you can see. You can see here. Wall height is given as 4.2 meters. So wall height is 4.2 meters. Shadow length is 1.89. Okay, so shadow length at 12 o'clock is 1.89. So as a solution we can write down that 1.89 meters is the minimum distance. Here you can. So this comes out to be 1.89 meters. Now next problem is same problem, similar problem. A south wall of a building at a place has a rectangular projection at its top edge. The length and height of the wall are 5 and 3.5 meters. So length of the wall is 5 meters and height of the wall is 3.5 meters. The overhang is constructed normal to the wall. So there is an overhang which is constructed normal to the wall. Its length is equal to that of the wall length. So the length of the overhang is equal to the length of the wall, that is 5 meters. And its depth of the overhang is 0.55 meters. So calculate the percentage of the area of the wall that is shaded on April 10th. Now the side view of this wall and the overhang is shown here. So this is a wall, this is an overhang, and sun on 10th April will cast the shadow on the wall. So this much area will be shaded, and this we have to find out what percentage of the total area is shaded. So determine cos theta by setting beta equal to 0. Again, so solar radiation are falling on a vertical surface. So we have to determine cos theta z by setting beta equal to beta equal to 90. Beta equal to 90. Okay, so it is solved here. So 10th of April, that is day number. And first of it. I'm sorry. This we will. I'm sorry. This is so we are solving this problem. 10th of April, day number 100. Declination is this, and then IST is 11:30. Time IST is given here is 5. So let us concentrate on these readings. Collector tilt is 90 degree. Here beta equal to 90. Vertical solar radiation falling on a vertical surface. Surface azimuth is 0. Cos theta z. Then zenith, altitude, cos of incident. So cos theta comes out to be 0.327. Incident angle is 70.9, and now overhang length is 0.55. You can see here. Overhang length is 0.55. So this is 0.55. So tan theta z is this LSH by this. So overhang length is 0.55, shadow height is 1 point. So shadow height comes out to be 0.55 into 1.8. Okay, so wall length is 5, wall height is 3.5. So the wall area is 5 into 3.5, 17.5. Now shadow area is this, shadow height into this length. So 5 into 1.58, that is 7.94. And the percentage of the area of the wall shaded is 45.41%. So this is the answer. You can independently try these examples. Now this is calculate the variation of tilt factor RB with slope beta varying from 0 degree to 90 degree for a surface facing south given the following data. So Nagpur location is given, date is given, time is given. So we have made a sheet here. In Excel sheet you can attempt this problem. The only thing which will vary is this collector tilt from 0 to 90. So beta is varying from 0 to 90 degree. So collector tilt is varying in there. Now here you note that zenith angle will not change because zenith angle is not the function of a collector tilt. It is sin phi sin del plus cos phi cos del cos omega. So zenith angle is not a function of collector tilt. So it is not changing, it remains same. The only thing is that the incident angle will remain, the incident angle will change. So incident angle is changing. Okay, with increase in the beta, with increase in the slope. So this is at 12 o'clock. So this variation is plotted here. So this variation is plotted here. Now this is at 12 LAT. Okay, this variation, it shows tilt factor on y-axis and slope beta on x-axis. Now the slope varies from 0 to 90. Okay, and the tilt factor is varying from 0.4 to say 1.8 is the range. Now for at 12 o'clock at Nagpur, the variation of tilt factor is like this. Okay, so it is at 12 LAT. Now, are we getting any maximum value here? Let us see. Are we getting any maximum value at 12 o'clock? Here is these are the values of RB. If we see here, so these values we are obtaining. So 1.04, 11, 13, 14, 14, 143. So 1.148 is the maximum value. 1.148 is the maximum value. So here somewhere we'll get, at what time we'll get that, we'll see 1.148 we will get at 30 degree. So at 30 degree of, similarly if you just go down, these are the tilt values, these are the shaded blue color values are tilt values, again from 0 to 90 degrees at 17 LAT, 17 hours LAT, that is 5 o'clock in the evening. Okay, so the variation shown, variation in the tilt factor RB is this one. It starts from 1.1010, 28, 35, 41, 47, 51, 54, 56, 57. So we are getting maximum value of tilt factor here 57 corresponding to 50 degree, corresponding to 50 degree of the inclination slope. So it is clear here. So this is again the same at 12 degree LAT, and this is at 17 hours LAT. Now we are getting here maximum value is at, I think here 1.57, 1.56 here, 1.56 here. So maximum value we are getting here. So this is the variation of tilt factor for beam radiation with slope of the collector. As the slope goes on increasing, the tilt factor goes on increasing. It hits the maximum at 30 degrees or at 50 degrees. As the time advances, the slope, if you increase the slope, the tilt factor will go on increasing. So we get a maximum at 50 degrees at 17 hours. So this is the solution of the problem number 9. At a certain location in India, an unshaded pyranometer kept on a horizontal surface and a pyroheliometer record 695 and 721 watt per meter square respectively at 10 hours on September 15. So a flat plate collector is installed. Calculate the flux incident on the collector, given that the reflectivity of the surface surrounding the collector is 0.2. Now what is given? With location, date and time, phi is given. So the collector tilt is given. Collector tilt is given as 13 degrees. It is tilted at 13 degrees. So beta is given as 13 degrees. The data is missing here. Yeah, it is tilted at 13 degrees. The data is missing here, but it is beta. Beta is given as 30 degrees. Del is given, day number on September 15. So omega we can find out from 10 hours IST. Gamma, south facing collector, gamma equal to 0. Ig is given as 695 and then IBN is given. So 721 watt per meter square is the reading by pyroheliometer. When you set a pyroheliometer to read the beam radiation, it is the beam normal flux. So beam normal flux is read by the pyroheliometer, which is IBN equal to IB by cos theta z. So this is given. So from this we can find out IB. Okay, so first we have to evaluate cos theta z by given data. So this cos theta z comes out to be 0.7494. Then you find out cos theta by which comes out to be 0.6732. Then IB, so IB by cos theta z, you know IBN, IB is not known, so cos theta z is known, so you find out IB. So this IB comes out to be 540, and then you find out ID, because IG minus IB is ID, that is 154. And then once all these things are known, you can find out RB, RD, tilt factor for beam radiation, tilt factor for diffuse radiation, and tilt factor for reflected radiation. And by this using this you can find out IT. So the same is solved here. So certain location is given 75.65, latitude is given, date is 15th of September. September 15 is the date given, corresponding to 15th of September, day number is 258. So time is 10 IS, so 10 hours IS, so 10 hours IST. Declination you can calculate corresponding. Local apparent time also you can find out. Our angle in radians. Collector tilt is given as 30 degrees. This data is missing here. So flat plate collector 13 degrees tilt is given. So using this data, you can find out cos theta z, cos zenith. Then you can find out cos theta incident angle. Global radiation is given 695. Beam normal IBN is 721. So if you divide the beam normal radiation by cos theta z, you will get a value of 540 IB. So 695 minus 154, you will get diffused radiation 154. So 695 minus 540 is 154. Now the values of RB, RD and RR are known. So IT you can find out as 639.55. So the answer is written here as 639.5 meters. So these are some examples which I have taken in a representative manner. So there is a wide variety of examples which can be solved in solar energy angles and radiation fundamentals. In the course of our further coverage, we will solve some more problems. We will cover some more fundamentals. So, but for the time being, that's all for the solar angles and radiation fundamentals. So, with this, we come to an end to the unit number, you can say 2, unit number 3, that is solar angles and radiation fundamentals. We will continue our discussion with heat transfer fundamentals in the next session. Thank you very much.